Hello students, today we are going to begin the first poem of Flamingo, that is My Mother at 66. This poem is written by Kamla Das. The poet is fearful of advancing age of her mother, and she is also afraid she is going to lose her mother soon. Though aging is a natural process, yet the fear of separation from your loved ones is very painful. And this poem talks about the feeling of loneliness that people experience and the feeling of guilt which they feel because they are not being able to be with their parents in their old age. Kamla Das was living in some other city and she went to meet her old mother who was aged 66, and she felt very sad about it that her mother may die and she won't be able to be beside her mother at the time of her death, or she could not even be beside her till her mother is living. So Kamla Das has reflected the agony of separation through this poem, and it gives a very strong message to the youth of today that you must take care of your elderly parents when they need you the most, because at times you can be bound in some situation and you won't be able to look after them, although you will be willing to. And one should never forget to show one's love and affection towards one's parents. Let's begin with the poem. So you can read about the poet Kamla Das, who was born in Malabar, Kerala. She is recognized as one of the foremost poets. Her works are known for their originality and versatility. And Kamla Das has written many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madhavi Kuti. And she is a sensitive writer who has captured complex human relationships, and this one is an example of such a human relationship. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday. Here, the poet Kamla Das is trying to explain to us, the readers, that she was driving from her parents' home to Cochin. Actually, she had come to her parents' home, visited her parents' home to meet her old mother. And once she has visited, her trip is over, and now she was going back to her own home. And for that reason, she was driving from her parents' home to Cochin, and from there, she is going to take a plane. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. Her mother was accompanying her while she was driving back from her parents' home, might be a village or some remote area, towards Cochin, and her mother was sitting beside her. Doze. She was dozing. Dozing means half sleepy. Open mouth. Her mouth was open. Her face ashen like that of a corpse. Her face was dull. Ashen means pale or dull, like that of a corpse. Corpse means dead body. And realized with pain. And when she looked at her mother, you might have observed that most of the old people, whenever they are sitting idle without doing any work or while traveling, they are dozing, they are sleeping, half sleeping, and most of the times you will observe that their mouth might be open. So here also the poet, when she saw looked at her mother, she found that her mouth was open and she was dozing, and her face is compared to a dead body. Here you can see the simile, figure of speech or literary device which you can call, ashen like that of a corpse. Her face has been compared to a pale face of a dead body and realized with pain. And then the poet, when she looked at her mother, she realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. Again, simile, that comparison, as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away. So the poet realized with pain that her mother looked as old as her age is. But with that thought came to her mind the idea that she was advancing in her age and she may die any time. But she put that thought away. But she does not want that thought to hover over her mind, and that's why she put that thought away, sided that thought, and looked out at young trees sprinting. And then she started looking out of the window of the car. See, this sequence is when she is still traveling from her parents' home to Cochin. Her mother is accompanying her, who is sitting beside her in the car. So once she looked at her mother, she felt pain, and then she started looking out of the window because she was afraid of the thought of losing her mother. And what does she see outside? Trees sprinting. Trees are sprinting. Here you can say that it's personification. Trees sprinting. Sprinting means running. See, when the car is moving, it appears that the trees are sprinting. The merry children spilling out of their homes. The merry. Merry means happy. Children spilling. Spilling means coming out of their homes. So when she looked out of the window of the car, she noticed that the happy children were coming out of their homes to play. So, on one side, she could see the negativity, the pessimism, the old age, and death because her mother was sitting beside her, and the thought which came to her mind after looking at her mother was of death. And on the other side is energy, youth, vigor, vitality. So here she could see that children were, yes, happiness, positive mindedness. So she could see that the children were quite happy as they were coming out of their homes to play. But after the airport's security check, and here also we can see one more figure of speech, that is merry children spilling. It is a metaphor. Children are said to be merry and they are spilling out, coming out of their homes. But after the airport's security check, so now they both, the poet's mother, Kamala Das' mother, and Kamala Das herself, they both have reached the airport. And you know that the visitors or the one who have come to see off, they are not allowed to move inside the airport premises. So her mother was standing a few yards away because she has come to see off the poet, and the poet was moving towards her flight. So after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her. So now, when she has reached just near the flight, she again looked at her mother who was standing near the security check. And what does she see here? Again at her wan, pale as a late winter's moon. So again, she could see that her face was pale, dull, as a late winter's moon. One more figure of speech here. As a late winter's moon, that is simile. Her mother's face has been compared to late winter's moon. Why is it so? In winter, the fog appears, and due to the fog, hazy or dull light, dim light of the moon is visible. Thus, here the mother is approaching towards her old age, and due to her old age, her face has become pale and dull, and that's why the poet has compared her mother's face to that of the late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache. And she felt, the poet felt, old familiar means known, jana pehchana, ache means pain. So the poet felt that old familiar ache. What is this old familiar ache? When the poet was a child, at that time also she had fear of losing her mother. She had fear of separation from her mother. And the same familiar ache, pain, caught her now, my childhood's fear. And the poet calls it her childhood's fear. So I hope you have understood what was poet's childhood fear. It was losing her mother. She was afraid of losing her mother. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. But what she said to her, did she disclose her fear to her mother? No, not at all. Her mother was quite far off. Moreover, the poet did not want to share her feelings to her mother, to tell her mother that she was fearful of her death, because it's quite wrong to do so. She did not want to hurt her mother more by telling her that poet was fearful of her death. Rather, what she did, all I did was smile and smile and smile. So the poet just kept on smiling to show her mother that she was quite happy and she had no fear at all. And moreover, she also said to her, see you soon, Amma. She is giving an assurance to her mother that she will come soon to meet her, and the poet's mother does not feel low about it. This is what the poet is trying to do. So, although she was overcome with sorrow, and sorrow because she had been feeling guilty as well, that she could not be beside her mother at the end or at her last stage. She's feeling sad, she's feeling sorrowful that she has to go. She cannot be by her side. So, overcome with sorrow and fear, she bids her old mother goodbye and keeps smiling to hide her real feelings. So, that's all with the poem.